performance of Grievances tonight for April 2014. Sharpie's last hurrah. I'm naming all the shows now. Your first debate this evening, it's just in time for prom season, everybody. My 18-year-old sister just celebrated her prom on Saturday. And coming to the stage, on the side of going to prom, please put your hands together. Remember the Fine Gentlemen's Club for Mr. Bobby Crane! Apparently Donnie Donaldson was booked tonight. And on the side of not going to prom, this guy, it's been a year since he's been on, and I felt terrible about it. He's very funny. He's originally from Oklahoma City. Now he's a true Denver Ripper. Please put your hands together for Mr. James Draper, everybody. Give it up for James. Going first, James Draper.
Oh, hey, everybody. Didn't see you there. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I'm going to try to convince you of the merits of not going to prom. And my opponent, Bobby Crane, I'm sure is likely to do the opposite. He'll probably try to make you think that if you don't go to prom that you're a nerd or a loser because he's a mean-spirited asshole that went to prom. But I feel confident that he'll fail. And if you're wondering why I feel so confident, it's because if we have to have a debate between two socially autistic people, surely the side of not going to prom will be more convincing. I'd like to start off with the most obvious reason why you should not go to prom. And that reason is because, with the exception of Ben Bryant and Megan Shea, none of us are still in high school. Do you seriously want to go to prom at 30 years old? I know I don't want to be the only 30-year-old chugging a handle of McCormick's vodka in a Denny's bathroom waiting to go to a boozeless dance party with awkward, sweaty teenagers trying to pick up a 17-year-old to relive the glory days and then wake up in prison to realize that maybe going to prom at 30 wasn't such a good idea. I didn't go to prom because I didn't know how to talk to girls. But I'm an adult now, and I still don't know how to talk to women, but at least I know that about myself. I didn't know that at 17. I just thought that if I said something dumb, everyone would hate me, so I probably shouldn't talk very much. But I'm an adult now, I know my limitations, and I can cope with my challenges, and I wouldn't have done that if I went to prom. And I'm glad I didn't, because I found a list of things that happen to people that go to prom on a very credible news website. And here are some of those things. A lot of them become Mitt Romney supporters. Many have receding hair and misaligned teeth. Many prefer Chopin to Liszt. Most have never seen The Godfather. A lot think that Reaganomics was a better policy than it is portmanteau. Many think that unborn fetuses is a redundant phrase, which I honestly agree with them on that one. A lot of them turn into bros that go, the type of bros that go to vitamin stores and say things like, "Do you even supplement, bro?" Most of them complain all the time, which, let's be honest, complaining is the fucking worst. Many use the word gay pejoratively, which is honestly a really gay thing to do. I'm sure Bobby Crane probably has some elaborate closer planned out instead of writing a joke, like maybe riding off in a limo or something, but I don't. I'm just gonna stumble home drunk like I do every night, like a goddamn adult. Go to prom, anybody.
Who goes to prom at 30? I don't know what you're talking about. Only fucking Donnie Donaldson. There's been like 18 of those. Prom rules. And if you don't think that prom rules, guess what? You drools. That's true. Who here went to prom? Who here went to prom? All right. Okay. And who didn't lose their virginity? That's right, Draper. The night when you decided to stay home and vigorously masturbate to various works of Nietzsche, the rest of us were out there plopping pole and pumping stump. Yeah. Prom night, or as I like to call it, the night everyone except James Draper got laid. It's the coolest. It's a post-pubes. Sorry, I stumbled because I realized that I spelled pubescent pubescent. It's a post-pubescent party where kings are crowned and queens are roofied. James Draper, he's gonna come up here and he's gonna say, why would I care about prom and prom queens and kings? It's just a popularity contest. Well, yeah, James, it is a popularity contest, and guess what? You're losing bad. What was it, James? Could you not find a nice girl to ask to the prom? Were all the McPoyle girls busy? There was that one girl, James. Every high school has that one girl. The girl that wears the dress with the puffy sleeves. The girl that always has the sniffles. The girl that eats too much cottage cheese. The girl with the gerbils. You could have asked her, James. She would have said yes, James. She would have engaged you while you rambled on about nihilism and the way that only white privileged teenagers from the suburbs can. She would have giggled at your puns. She would have shaved and turned that eyebrow into eyebrows. She would have. She would have bathed for you, James. But you didn't. And Xandra had to stay home and perform a fake prom with her gerbils, complete with a crowning of a king and queen. And you know which gerbils took the throne? James and Xandra, that's right. How could you do that to Zayton? How could you do that to Xandra? Selfish James. After all, why would you want to go to a huge party with all the cool kids unless, of course, you're a huge fucking loser? Shoot, even the losers showed up to my prom wearing their plaid kilts and shit. You guys had those at your high school, probably. So you must have been one of the real big losers, one of the kids who didn't even fit in with the outcasts, yeah? We had a few kids like you, James, and you know what we did to them? Prom pranks, yeah! That's right, we took time out of our busy, precious prom nights to go out and punk the punks who are too selfish to make an appearance. There's one kid, Derek. He decided to be selfish and not go to prom, so you know what we did on prom night? We snuck out, we went driving around, we found his car, we took some fresh dog poop from a local husky. And guess what, dude? We wiped the dog poop under the handle of his car door. Yeah. We waited till he came out and he totally put his hand in the dog poop. Bon, 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 bon. It ruled. It was so funny that we started calling him Poopy. That nickname stuck for like 3 years. It was pretty great. So James, since you aren't into prom, since you're so anti-prom, tonight, in the true spirit of the prom, there might be a little secret surprise waiting for you under your car door handle. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but tomorrow you're gonna have a new nickname. It rhymes with doopy. Prom rules, everybody!
I thought that Bobby Crane might attack me personally, and so guess what? I was like saying a lot of mean stuff, and I was like, whoa, that's a low blow, bro. Because, like, that's something that Bobby Crane would say instead of write a joke, you know, just rhyme a bunch of words.
Doopy's not a word.
This is my time, bitch. No, but seriously, you guys. Do you guys want to go to prom like Bobby Crane and then go on to be the least gross fine gentleman, but also the only one that no woman will live with for some reason? You want to be like Bobby Crane and win the New Faces contest, but then go on to tell jokes about balloon condom animals? You guys want to be like Bobby Crane and fade out? Or do you want to be like me and keep growing? You want to skip prom and realize your full potential, everybody. I know a lot of you might be thinking that I've been attacking Bobby Crane a lot and that it's mean and maybe an ad hominem attack might invalidate my argument. But to that I say that this is a comedy show, sir or madam. And there's no logic involved in this. And if you can't tell the difference between a comedy show and an actual Lincoln Douglas style debate show, then frankly I feel sorry for you. Bobby Crane and I are both autistic, and we can tell when people are joking. And that's a blow against both of us. By the way, I was trying to write jokes about being autistic, but I couldn't tell if I was serious or not. I have a hard time making eye contact with people, which is why I worry that I might be on the spectrum a little bit, you know? So it's something I try to work on, but then I feel like I overcompensate sometimes and make it creepy, and I don't know which is worse, you know? I think I'd rather just be autistic than I'm not hurting anyone, at least, you know what I mean? You guys, prom is lame because most high schools won't allow you to take same-sex couples. Not going to prom is tolerant of everybody. Anybody could not go to prom. I'm not even gay, I'm just progressive as fuck, and I want you guys to know how much I love equality. I was gay, though. If I was gay, it'd be easier to talk to women. A gay guy hit on me at work the other day, and I wished I was gay because I thought that he was pretty hot also. I like getting attention from gay guys sometimes because I like the flattery but none of the commitment, you know what I mean? Here's a list of things I would rather do than go to prom. I'd rather do cocaine with Vic G. I would rather play trombone in a Christian ska band. I would rather invent a time machine and go to Woodstock 99. I would rather be a feature act at the Looney Bin in Oklahoma City. I'd rather reach out to my brother who I haven't spoken to in over a year. I would rather, this is, just so you guys know, this is me saying what I'd rather do than go to prom, and I would literally rather be the mouthpiece for the men's right movement and everything that they believe reflect my own personal beliefs than go to prom. I would rather admit that I'm from Oklahoma. I would rather take a juggalo on a date to a Fish concert. I would rather take a Fish fan on a date to The Gathering. You guys, why look on the past and dwell on the prom? I like to look to the future and imagine where I'll be in 10 years, which I think is probably dead or hungover. And I'm sure you guys don't need any more reasons why you shouldn't go to prom. But here are a list of things that are better than going to prom. Smoking weed, playing video games, hanging out with other adults, making out with people, making art with people. By the way, this is art, and I'm sorry it's so subjective, but sometimes there's a thin line between making art and drunkenly chasing a toxic pipe dream. But the best reason of all why you should not go to prom is because Bobby Crane can only invite one person to go to prom with him, but you can invite everybody to not go to prom. And I would like to invite all of you to not go to prom with me tonight after the show. Thank you guys so much. Don't go to prom.
to not go to prom? Who was considering going to prom? Who was considering that? James stood up here, he took shots at my comedic stylings. Do I really rhyme that much? Am I the rhyming comedian of Denver? Is that what I'm known for? Am I known for making bro noises and people laugh? Well, at least they're laughing, you know? That's all that really matters. James, you know why people laugh at your jokes? It's not because they're funny, it's because they feel so uncomfortable that they're not smart enough to get your jokes. They just cover it up with laughter. What is there to not lock? They're laughing. See, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. Fuck substance, dude. What is there to not like about prom? Let's go down the list. Hairspray, tons of it, everywhere. Everything is flammable, element of danger. I like it. Limos, hang out the sunroof of a stretch H2, screaming at the top of your lungs, just like the president does. Underage drinking, puking your friend's dad's bed. Who gives a shit? Not me. I'm into it. I'm gonna tell you guys about my prom experience and I'm gonna get out of here. Man, I had a fantastic prom experience. It was just so great. Just the whole thing, like the asking of somebody, you gotta work your nerves up. You gotta like come up with a real creative way to ask them to prom. It doesn't matter if you like jump out in the showers of the girls' locker room. As long as you have a flower, they're gonna say yes. I know that. They're going to say yes. So I asked this girl, Antonella Vitali, this beautiful Italian woman, great personality, huge jugs. They were big. Anyway, she said yes. We got our wonderful tuxedos together. She got a beautiful dress. I put on way too much cologne. That's what you do. That's what you think of when you're a teenage boy. You're like, for every spritz of cologne, that's how many times I'm gonna make her orgasm tonight. That's how teenage boys think. So we did that. We went to the dance. We danced kind of awkwardly. A lot of people think that teenage boys dance awkwardly because they're uncoordinated, but I'm here to tell you that that's not it. It's because they're really terrified that the girl is gonna notice that they have a rock hard erection right then. So we danced. It was beautiful. Little can worked into the chicken dance. You guys know what I'm talking about. It was great. Then we went to the after prom, played some games. There was a magician. It was wonderful. Went back to her house, kissed her goodnight. It was the perfect night, you guys. Because right after that, I went up, met up with this other girl. And I lost my virginity at a Holiday Inn. It fucking ruled. It ruled fucking hard, you guys. It was great. Rocky 1 through 5 was playing the whole time. Oh my God. I lost my virginity to a montage. It was like a training exercise. Prom, everybody. Lose your V card. Shit rules.
All right, the marathon man of the sack, Bobby Crane. 5 Rocky movies? 5? Your first time? I made it halfway through Eye of the Tiger my first time. There's no way you did all 5 fucking movies. All right, we got to pick a winner. If you're on the side of going to prom, let's hear it for Bobby Crane, everyone. Pretty good. And if you're on the side of not going to prom, let's hear it for James Draper. All right, James Draper's your winner. Let's give a nice round of applause for Poopy one more time, you guys.